It will please you to know why God is all powerful and still don't intervene in so many destructions going on earth. It will please you to know why God is all powerful and most powerful, but he does not intervene in so many wars that are going on earth. It will please you to know that God is all merciful, but still God does not intervene in all places that children, innocent children, are being massacred. It will please you to know that God is all loving God and love personified. But there are conditions that he sees where even pregnant women are being massacred and killed in so many places, where accidents of the faithfuls happen and God would not intervene. My name is okochahappymarcel. Today I want to speak with you about the sovereignty of man on earth. Today I had a visitor in the morning. He is a Muslim. We are not on the same faith, but we love each other, and he is my associate. He came to ask me one particular question, and that was the reason why he came to me. He said, "Brother Happy, I know you to be a sound teacher, and I have been asking this question, and I've heard you at one of your videos when you were talking about why people suffered and they will think that God is not intervening." So he brought this question to me, and the question was this. He said, "Brother, why is it that God is not intervening in so many crises and so many things going on earth?" He said, "What is preventing God not to stop, for example, the war between Russia and Ukraine?" So his question was voluminous. For the purpose of this video, this is just a summary of his question. And I started explaining to him about the sovereignty of man on earth. That God is sovereign, God is omnipotent until he speaks. That when God speaks, his words is so powerful and his words becomes law. That God has spoken after he created man in the book of Genesis chapter 1, when you read from verse 25-26, you would understand and appreciate that God is a faithful God. He said, "Let us give the sovereignty to man. Let them have dominion." And the reason why God would not intervene in so many things going on earth today is because if man did not connect God, did not invite God into the affairs he is doing, God will not just intervene. A lot of people misunderstood God and called themselves atheists, thinking that there is no God, because the God they introduced to them is a false God. The real God that created the heaven and earth has given you dominion. Man has so much dominion. I and you are gods on earth. We are gods on earth. And the Spirit of God is in us. When God created us, he made us in his image and likeness. And he gave us that dominion. And that authority, that sovereignty that God has given man, it means a lot of things. It means that you have the power and the authority to control the world you are in. And if you do not control the world you are in, God wouldn't. God will not control the world for you. Hunger could kill you if you don't provide for yourself what you are going to eat. God has given you the power, the wisdom, the authority to make sure you exercise his sovereignty. If God wants to give you something, God has already made a provision about what he has given you. So the authority that God has given to man, God has made provisions that man is capable of ruling the earth. But my problem with the system of the world is that we have deviated. In other words, we are no more in the source of our strength, in the source of our sovereignty, in the source of our strength. When you detach from your source, automatically you will die. When I mean you will die, things will go wrong in your life. That is the principle of detachment. Let me give you an example of what I'm saying. You see, if this flower was to be a live flower. But unfortunately, this is not a live flower, it is artificial. But if this is a live flower and you want to take away the life of this flower, you don't have to kill the flower or pour acid on the flower. You simply take the flower from the soil. The soil is the root of the flower. It gives it strength, it gives it water, it gives it nutrient to grow. So when you detach the flower from the soil, automatically you don't have to kill it, it will die. So when men detach themselves from God, what happens? You begin to see all kind of things happening. Why? Because men are no longer plugged into God, which is their original source of strength, of power, of sovereignty. And today, I'm telling you that wars are going on, but God is sovereign. God is powerful. God is lovable. God is merciful. Everything going on earth, God is not responsible. You and I are responsible. So have it in your mind that God is not responsible for what is going on. We have responsibilities to make the world we are living a better place. Let us make this world a better place together by living a good life to your nearest neighbor, by living a lovely life to your nearest neighbor. Do not inspire to change the world when you couldn't change your nearest neighbor. Do not inspire to change your community if you haven't changed your home. Do not inspire to change your state or a nation if you haven't changed your community, because charity, as they said, begins at home. Let us consider our life. Let us consider what we are doing, that we are responsible. We should not lay the responsibility of making this life a better place to God alone, because God is not responsible for our life. God created us in His image and likeness. God gave us sovereignty. That sovereignty is something that when we start dealing with it, it could take up to 10 videos with one hour's duration to explain the sovereignty that God has given to man. It means you are responsible. It means you are intelligent enough. It means you have everything it takes. God did not say, let us take dominion. He said, let them take dominion. Them. God did not say, let us take dominion. In other words, if you want God to act, you've got to give God access to come and act. And if you understand this, you will know why God is not intervening in so many things that is going on today. Until we see in my next video, I am Okochahappymarcel. Shalom.